Okay, game 4, up 3-0. So if I win one more, I'm guaranteed to be in the championship. Unfortunately, even making it to the championship is not going to mean a whole lot here. I have come as close as it is possible to come to being league champion without ever managing to accomplish it. Um, One time I made the championship match versus VR Smith, and it was the final game. It was for all the marbles, and I was in a complicated in-game position where I had a deterministic win, and I misplayed it and lost and threw the final game, and then VR Smith won on tiebreaks. Um, that was tragic, one of those tragic moments in my Dominion career. And then I later made the championship versus, I think it was Yuri Kamame. It's definitely one of the Japanese players. And I won the championship match, like 4-2 or something. But I was far enough behind. I was second place. I was far enough behind that I didn't win the championship by enough to be ahead at the end of it all. So I still lost the the championship title. Exorcist and Four Coppers is always really sad. EXO is great at trashing estates, not so much at trashing coppers. Somehow I managed to hit 5. By a stroke of luck, I bottomed decked 2 of my 3 estates, which is way better than what usually happens when you draw EXO and 4 coppers in your turn 3 hand. I haven't analyzed this game at all. I got distracted. Sorry, I just auto-click Exorcist and then turn on autopilot. We got trashing with Trading Post and Exorcist. Draw, Crew, Diplomat, Captain playing Diplomat, Villages, Specialist. Theoretically Diplomat, but I don't see a good way to reduce your hand size here. Plus buy is non-existent. That's pretty significant. So you can't do double province or anything. You can score a little bit more than a province per turn by gaining farm, and then you could like specialist your farm or killing your farm to gain extra farms. So if you buy one farm or tools, there's a lot of ways to gain farm in this game without buying it. Oh, also pirate. Yeah. Um, so at some point you want to gain a farm and then print some more farms and then still province from a fairly early stage. Saying all that makes me think maybe the answer is pirate. Or pirate's good in big money kingdoms, and this you got that stuff to build an engine, but given the lack of gains, maybe you play this more like big money. I think I still want a trading post first. I want to deal with the coppers. I can add pirate next. This would be a much more fun kingdom if there were a good source of alt VP, like Groundskeeper or Triumph or something. I enjoy the kingdoms where it's like kind of a finicky build, but you can build around Exorcist. And this looks like it's almost one of those, but there's not enough payoff to doing that. So money we shall play. Exorcist trash a copper, buy a 4 cost, or play 3 coppers, buy a silver, turn the silver into an imp. I think I like the line that involves just trash a copper and buy a 4 here a little bit better. Tools, wedding, pilgrimage, all of them sound okay-ish. Need the tools because I can get enough of a pirate if I ever want it. Second exo, don't think this kingdom is lasting long enough for that. Diplomat, wedding, I think I'm leaning towards pilgrimage actually. Is that crazy? Like on a turn where I resolve a pirate, I have a pirate in play still. I have a farm in my hand. If I have any other card in my hand, pilgrimage becomes valuable. I've convinced myself that pilgrimage is the play. You've activated my trap card. Perhaps this first pirate should gain me a tools, which gains me a second pirate. Could also just gain me a farm and I buy a second pirate. Between tools and farm, unsure. If I take the tools, how much am I hitting? Take the tools. Another pirate, and pilgrimage here doesn't give me a whole heck of a lot. Maybe just wedding then? Specialist? Crew? If I said that I had a game plan, I would be mostly lying. Would you like a treasure? Pretty please gain a treasure? Make me happy if you gain a treasure right now. I really want to play this pirate, gain a farm, and tools the farm. If I can't do that, I can just get another pirate, and that's fine. Captain playing diplomats is like Wharf without the plus buy. Wharf without the plus buy is still a pretty good card. I do not dislike the captain there. Okay, well, I definitely want to play both of these. So the question is, do I play the tools, gain a pirate, exo the silver, buy a copper to activate this pirate? Or do I just play the silver, play the tools, gain a tools, play the pirate, and then just not play the exorcist? Both lines involve gaining a pirate. One line gains me a second silver. The other line gives me 0 silvers and 1 copper, but gives me an imp. I think in this kingdom, probably 2 silvers beats a copper and an imp, right? Probably so. Oh wait, no, this doesn't work. I forgot that I have to use my tools on the silver. I can't use the tools on the pirate. There's a pretty important difference between these two lines. If it is. I'm surprised that Bryan is still gaining more tools. I mean, tools is not a bad card here, but that's a lot of building for what I still submit is basically a big money game. Sadly, this exorcist appears to be doing nothing here. Well, I don't need to buy a province. This could always be that pilgrimage play that I was dreaming of. Pilgrimage gain, farm pirate silver, exo the silver, or just buy province. I think I'm going to do this. This is a slightly awkward hand. I'd much rather gain the farm. But gold gets me to province. Ryan didn't get any pirates into play. Please don't have pirate. Darn it. Darn it. Seems like Bryan's gonna get probably both of those last 2 farms, which is a little bit of a bummer. Oh, I don't think I like this. I'm just now noticing Bryan went into debt to buy the wedding. Important life lesson there. At this stage of the game, I don't think you want to be taking debt. You want to hit 8. Maybe I'll be able to hit 8 through the debt, but I would worry about failing to hit 8. Like if he could do 2 farms and a province here, I think I'm in a lot of trouble. Instead, he's doing 0 farms and 0 provinces, is what it looks like. Okie dokie. So you play at least a silver to get the province. I could just play all these, trash the copper, play the silver, trash the gold, gain a ghost. That sounds the most fun. Let's do that. Spooky. What's the match score? I've forgotten. 3-0. Okay. Oh, that's right. It was this game where I was saying I just gotta win one more to make the championship match. You fool. Why did he get at tools? Oh, because he played. There's no way that's the right play. I don't know what this is. I don't know why this is, but this feels wrong. Tools is kind of like actively a bad card at this stage of the game because it makes you 0 money. It's not good for getting provinces. And gaining a treasure, activating potentially my pirates, letting me have the farms, going into debt for the wedding. All that turn looked bad to me. I don't like that. Don't like what he did there. Let me gain a gold, activate my pirate. This game looks all of a sudden decidedly in my favor. I was much less sure of that being the case a moment ago. I don't want to trigger this, I don't think. Maybe I do. I'll trigger it. So I'm going to hit 8 either way because I have a pirate coming in. But the reason I think it potentially makes sense to trigger it, we'll find out if I'm right or wrong, is I'm going to play the Will-O-Wisp, I'm going to draw the crew. If I draw into any other pirates, gaining a tool seal will let me activate those pirates, whereas otherwise I draw them dead, is my logic. We'll see if that makes any sense in a second. Okay, well I do know pirates, so it was a moot point. But the whole point of triggering that pirate was to gain a gold here so that I could trigger any pirates I drew into. And once I play this ghost, playing my crew, Bryan will be frightened into submission. Called it. Alrighty, 4-0. I will be going to the championship match.